Some of you might know that I made an article for the ARRL and QST quite a few years ago about Lynovation's CTR technology. And there's a new CTR out, which Bruce here was kind enough to bring along so we could take a look at it. And I'm going to ask him to give a demonstration, so let's check it out.
So we're on the Flex. This is the Smart SDR for iOS on my iPad.
And this Flex is remoted at home?
Correct.
Or
yep.
A remote location?
We're over the data. This is in my shack back at my QTH in Kenosha.
Very nice.
This is the CTR-2 Dial that just came out earlier this year. I think it run about $90. I got a little $5 battery pack running it over here.
Yeah.
Just like the other one, you go into Tools. They actually have a separate tool for it now, where you can program all you can edit your mapping.
Oh, wow.
For all the different functions. So mine is set up. I've got the top dial here. I just want to say something quick. If you get the 2-knob version, it doesn't come with a jack for your key if you're into CW.
I was just going to ask.
So I thought I'd point that out.
One of the biggest advantages of the CTR, I remember, was the ability to remotely
Correct.
key.
So I figured I'd point that out.
Okay, so if you want to remotely key, do the one
knob.
Okay.
Then it'll come with the port for the keyer. Very important.
Super important.
Very important.
Thank you.
So I've got mine set up here to touch for PTT, which is really neat. And then it'll pick up our voice. I got volume control on this button on this side. You can see it'll tell you what you're doing.
Awesome.
I've got the top knob to control the VFO, and it's just fantastic. And then if you push down on the dial, now here you can control your noise blanker, noise reduction. Once you have that all mapped out in the tool, you can change modes, CW, sideband, all that good stuff. And they just digital, lower band, all of that good stuff.
I don't want to be a clickbait.
And bands.
Yeah, I don't want to be a clickbait kind of guy. But
Sure.
Would you say that this was a game? You don't have to. I'm not leading you on. But would you say it's like a game changer for how you operate with your Flex?
Absolutely. It makes it so much more convenient when you're operating remotely with an iPad especially.
And here's the $30 that I did.
Right.
No, but
Neither one of us work for Lynovation, by the way.
You're absolutely right. And when I wrote the article, I was like super impressed with it. One of the things, I don't know, if you've experienced any bugs or not, but I could be straightforward in saying, like, when I was doing the article, I found a couple of bugs and I contacted Lynovations, and quickly and amazingly, he was responsive to the repairs and the upgrades. He's a very smart guy when it comes to
I'm not surprised because his response time when you're placing an order and everything online, he's on the spot with everything.
Awesome.
I haven't found any issues here. I was able to, like I said, go into the tool, configure all my buttons, all the bands do what they're supposed to do. Like we'll switch to 10 meter.
So responsive
6 meter, and look how fast that operates.
Yeah.
15. Push down again, you can go press that button for PTT. Now we can just press that to transmit.
Sure.
And the iPad does a good job. This is the latest iPad 10, I believe it is.
Do you know if there's a Vox feature where like you could enable Vox if you needed to?
That's a good question. I thought I saw, there we go.
Look at that.
There we
Vox.
go, right there. And again, it's all in the mapping. On one of the last 2 updates of the Smart SDR for iOS, they added the CTR-2 Dial tool, like I was pointing out here.
Nice.
So they actually have a tool for both of their dials. I have both of them. And like you said, the advantage to the first model, you do have the CW key port. Again, the single knob button does give you the CW port. You lose it for the dual knobs, but I don't really do CW yet. I'm working on it.
Yeah. Oh, that's cool,
But
man.
great. Yeah, it's a great little, here, check it out.
I appreciate it.
Play with it yourself. Again, if you push it down, it'll bring you back to the PTT. That's how I have it set up.
Okay.
And then if you tap PTT, or you just turn the dial, it'll bring you to the other menus.
Oh, cool, yeah.
Fantastic.
And so, wow, yeah.
It's a very neat upgrade.
Awesome.
In fact, it came out right after I bought the original dial.
Maybe I didn't do the CTR as a review. Maybe it was a larger one that he
Sure.
offers.
Okay.
Because he has quite a few different
Yeah, he
products.
does. He does.
Lynovation's technology, but yeah, this is really nice.
I highly recommend it if you're going to run on an iPad.
Yeah.
It's
Cool.
fantastic.
That's awesome, man. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Yeah, thanks for letting me share. Sure.
Yeah, thanks a lot, man.
Good seeing you out
I'm
here
going to
today.
get a couple close-ups of it, too.
Sure, go ahead.
Thanks for checking out another clip from Ham Radio Roadshow, where we take ham radio on the road, and it was awesome to see the CTR-2 from Lynovations. Check it out right now at their website linked below.